Hey guys, so today we're going to be watching the Pixel 3 live stream. Now, actually Pixel 4 live stream, I'm sorry. So, the reason this is a very important, hold on. The reason it's very important is because the Pixel 3 has been such a disappointment last year. Alright, so now, before we continue further, we're going to do a quick overview of the smartphones that came out this year. Let me get rid of this image. So first, we had the Galaxy S10, S10 Plus. I hear the birds chirping outside. It was actually the most important, phone that Samsung put out in the first half of 2019. Hold on, that image format is not supported. No, this is actually a WebP. Now, unlike the previous Galaxy phones, which had a fingerprint sensor, a real one actually. Where did I save it again? It was in pictures, but it's also WebP. My favorite type of images. Can't be opened by. So here is a picture of Third Time's the Charm, I guess. Here's the picture of a Galaxy S10. I didn't think this phone was good because they took away a lot of features, such as the iris sensor, which I didn't really use, but it was nice to have. But the biggest middle finger was how they got rid of a physical button, fingerprint sensor on the back, and now they moved it inside the screen. I just don't like that trend because let me check my live dashboard again. Okay, so the reason I don't like this is because this Samsung is because in-screen fingerprint sensor is not as good as a external fingerprint sensor. Now that's the S10. This came out early March of 2019. The previous model, which I own, is the Galaxy S9 Plus. I'll just get a picture of it on, I need to find a high-res photo. Now, the S9 has only been rated 3 stars at Verizon because if you live in the United States, then buying your phone from a carrier means you get dumped by bloatware. I mean, up in Canada, they don't have it. I've been to Canada multiple times, too, so it's not just me. So, alright, so the previous model would be the S9. Here's a picture of the S9. See the difference? We'll just look at the back for now. The S10 has 3 cameras, and this, a flash, and I'm not sure if this is a health sensor or not. But the S9 has a proper back fingerprint sensor. I mean, if you look at the S8, it looks like a joke because it's actually on the side. So, as for now, the S9's. Then we had another big phone that came out, which was the OnePlus 7 Pro. So, the OnePlus 7 Pro was unique. It was a very unique phone. Yeah, it does lack a lot of features that Samsung has, such as the wireless charging and waterproofing. This does have water resistance, but it's not IP rated due to the cost of licensing and stuff. So the OnePlus 7 is unique, even though it does use the same in-screen fingerprint sensor. The screen is better because it uses a 90 Hz AMOLED panel, and it was made by Samsung too. I mean, why couldn't Samsung use better displays in their own phones? And there's also like a camera up here that moves up and down. Now, I've been to Vietnam and I saw a bunch of Oppo phones that have that feature. I really enjoyed trying the drop protection feature because although the employees at the store didn't know that this function existed. And it has a triple camera, probably newer Sony sensors, but the surprising fact is that the Galaxy S10 only has 3-year-old sensors from like the Galaxy S7. So I'll just hide this. Another big announcement was the new iPhones. I'll just do the 11 Pro and 11. Now, I have to admit, Apple makes pretty good software. It was announced last month. Oh yeah, I forgot one. But the thing is, the front is not much different. So here's the back. This is the iPhone 11, and it looks like a military phone. In fact, it looks so eerily similar to like the Chinese army uniforms. Now I'll give you but the triple camera looks like a Philips shaver, which, alright, so here is a Philips shaver, and let's see, Chinese army. Okay, so first we want to make a comparison with the shaver. Now, does this look familiar to you? This Philips shaver and this hold on. I better get rid of any unused images from my... Does this look familiar to you? It sure does. Now, I want you to look at it for a moment. The event starts in 15 minutes. Oh, right, I better tell people that I'm live right now. Oh. Streaming now. Oh. They posted, I don't know, but Twitter put the wrong link in my, I mean, they cached the wrong stream, so, they cached the wrong stream. My previous stream was about, me playing some 3 games. One was Tokimeki Memorial, which was the dating sim for, which is a dating sim made for the PlayStation. I played it because A, I was curious about the game, and B, I felt like I had to talk about 7th grade. Next, I played the Vita version of Trails of Cold Steel, which the load times were pretty bad, honestly. I mean, the best way to play Trails of Cold Steel on a handheld is to get something like a GPD Win, which is still a lot of money. And since, because GPD, they haven't released an update, but even though their website is registered in Hong Kong, the company is based in Shenzhen, which is across the border. Now, it is sold on AliExpress, but I'd probably buy from an American seller because right now, Hong Kong is being, like... And if you go to my Twitter, you'll know how I feel about the events in Hong Kong right now. I'm not allowed to talk about it here because I would get censored. So I'm just going to get GPD Win. Let's see, products. I'm just waiting for the successor to the GPD Win with Ryzen. Now we'll just take this capture of this. Now save this image. The best way to play Trails of Cold Steel is on a handheld is to get something like a GPD Win. This runs Windows 10, and it actually looks pretty good because it has a X input controller integrated in the unit. However, even though the joysticks were Japanese design, they're developed by Alps. The problem is it does not press in. It's like the Vita thumbsticks where where you cannot press in. I heard Nintendo had a they have the joysticks that can press in, but the left Joy-Con keeps drifting. But thankfully, Nintendo made a fix made a very simple fix. You don't have to open it at all, so I won't be showing the video because I might get copyrighted, but that's the point. Now, that's the iPhone 11. Now, the biggest middle finger of all Samsung phones in the last few years would be the Galaxy Note 10 and the Galaxy Fold. It has to be. I guess get the larger phone. Alright, saving this image. Oh wait, Google's event is about to start soon. The quality is actually pretty low right now, but I'm just going to enter the link again, and let's see, it should be made by Google. And I'll hit enter and OK. Now, right now I'm not in New York City, but I'm at home trying to stream it, but right now to make sure everything works before I start. Where is VLC? I'll add one more. It's not files. I'm doing a live stream. Now we need to set audio track to 1, and we need to change some settings. So I hit OK. Here's the stream, but it's in very low quality right now. If I try going to like a VLC, the actual application, I open up the network stream. I don't know, but I can't get a good quality like image of a stream. I mean, it's because VLC is not streaming at the highest quality. Compare that to my browser, it's already streaming at like at like 720p at 60 Hz, but VLC only recognizes this stream as, let's see, let's open recent. It only recognizes it as a, sorry, excuse me. Now it's at 1080p for some reason. Except my my thing is not updating. Let's try again. We'll turn off network caching, so we'll reduce. So it's trying to connect, but it's, the quality is just not that great. I mean, if this is a low resolution capture, then I'm sorry. I know it's not, this is really not the best software to be used, like if you want a live stream. Now I had to size this to like, to a certain size because I don't want Google to copyright strike me. Also so, let's see, let me open up my live dashboard again. And got one notification. Oh, it's just someone. I hear the birds chirping outside. Okay, actually, if you want a high quality version of the video source, I'm just trying my best. So So media source. It's a local file, so can't use that. Try duplicated, no, it's just text. Input, output. I know, I could use something. Let me try something I haven't done before. Which would be the turn the switch on. And I will just go to... Okay, now I'll turn on the controller. So we're going to go to YouTube. So right now I'm just trying to make... Full disclosure, I'm actually, yeah, I'm signing as myself. So, or check my history. Because I heard that you can only watch Google on one device. Oh wait, here's... Hold on. Alright, so here's a stream. I have to rearrange my OBS. Now, I will also be... My soundbar is actually pretty stupid, honestly. Google did disable chat on this live stream because people on the internet are toxic nowadays. Trust me. And to y'all freshman high school students, I have a message for you. Please have some judgment when you see something online. Because everything on the internet nowadays, you don't know which is true and which is false. So, and also be careful when you try to make friends on the internet. Because making the wrong friends on the internet can actually cost you. So, anyways, I'll be taking notes as well. So let's go to OneNote, and I'm gonna go to my main notebook, and let's change this to support students. All these pieces have to go together with sub-millimeter precision. There's an art towards packing them as tightly as possible. Eric McIntosh. I mean, Google had its share of controversies this year, such as Stadia, which requires really high bandwidth internet. A lot of people in America don't have it yet. It also requires a Pixel 3 and a Chromecast Ultra, plus it's a subscription, and also you have to buy the games. I feel like it's gonna fail. I mean, and there's like no exclusives either. If you look at the PS4, they have some pretty good exclusives, such as the upcoming Persona 5 Royal, Trails of Cold Steel 3, which is coming out next week, and Project Sakura Wars.
The show will begin in 5 minutes.
We have 5 minutes, but Project Sakura War. Project Sakura Wars is a game I'm looking forward to. Now, someone named Nihongo Gamer said that if you want to be popular on YouTube, you have to early adopt stuff. But me, last night I bought a 2TB hard drive, and right now I'm transferring a lot of data to from my 1TB SSHD to my 2TB hard drive. So after this stream, I will probably install the hard drive, because hard drive installation should be easy, not difficult. Now there is a game called PC Building Simulator, which is actually very hard. Now let's see if I get any copyright strikes. I'll probably remove this image in fears of copyright strikes. Now the boldest announcement this time around would be the Note 10, but it is, just trust me here, I was not a fan of this phone, because the Note 10, the Note 10 Plus, all of the new Note 10s have no headphone jack, and there's a live captioner. So here's the S Pen, or actually it's a wand, according to someone. Okay, here's the venue in New York. This is the Vessel. It's very amazing, and a lot of tourists who go to New York City, they go here. It was just recently constructed near Hudson Yards, so it is near the High Line as well. So if you take a stroll on the High Line, you have easy connections to Hudson Yards, and then you have to walk a little bit far to get to Penn Station. But right now, they're converting an old post office building to an expansion of a train station, because... Alright, so here's the venue. It actually looks pretty spacey and open air. And we see a bunch of people, of journalists as well. I'm not sure if we can spot any who that I know. So... Okay, I just wish I had a live captioner, but I don't. Instead, I'm just going to type stuff about location is in. Okay. Yeah, the birds are kind of chirping now. Alright, the show's starting. And 1 minute late. So,
You know where we're going? We have this idea that in the future, you can get help wherever you are for whatever you need. It's almost like it's in the air. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Have you seen any of this stuff?
Never been here.
Come on in.
Thank you.
I'm not necessarily designing this for myself. I'm designing for people out there that really could use an assistant in their home.
There's a lot of sensors and processors and machine learning, things that are uniquely Google.
When you combine the ultimate piece of technology and something so human, that's where magic happens.
This vision to me is really compelling because we can create a new generation of products that are truly helpful.
It helps you from the background rather than the foreground. And your foreground is your life.
yeah, a common theme with those new
easier every day.
with tech companies is now they want to expand to those with special needs. I do support it though, because as someone who has who used to attend a special services school district, I tend to agree.
Good morning. Morning. Thanks so much for joining us here in New York City, and for those on the live stream for joining us around the world. Thanks so much. We're going to spend the next hour talking about the
I'll spend the next hour
we're working to
streaming
solve for our users and the ways we're delivering help for the way people need it when they need it. We'll also take you into our labs with writer and cultural commentator Baratunde Thurston to hear from the folks at Google who personally develop, design, and bring these products to life. Now, if you look across all of Google's products, from search to maps, Gmail to photos, our mission is to bring a more helpful Google for you, creating tools that help you increase your knowledge, success, health, and happiness. Now, when we apply that mission to hardware and services, it means creating products like these.
Yeah, these are some of the new products that Google might be unveiling,
New
but
Pixel phones, wearables, laptops, and Nest devices for the home. Each one is thoughtfully and responsibly designed to help you in your everyday without intruding on your life.
if you think about
Now, in the mobile era, smartphones changed the world. It's super useful to have a powerful computer everywhere you are. But it's even more useful when computing is anywhere you need it, always available to help. Now, you heard me talk about this idea with Baratunde, that helpful computing can be all around you, ambient computing. Your devices work together with services and AI, so help is anywhere you want it, and it's fluid. The technology just fades into the background when you don't need it. So the devices aren't the center of the system, you are. That's our vision for ambient computing. The Google Assistant plays a critical role here. It pulls everything
they
together
do play a critical
and gives you a
role
familiar,
in tracking you
natural
as
way
well.
to get the help you need. Our users
Because
tell us they find the Google Assistant to be smart, user-friendly, and
Yeah.
reliable. And that's so important for ambient
I mean,
technology.
it's about
Interactions
75%
have
of
to
the time in
feel
my
natural and intuitive.
experience. So
Here's an example. If you want to listen to music, the experience should be the same, whether you're in the kitchen, you're driving in your car, or hanging out with friends. No matter what you're doing, you should just be able to say the name of a song, and the music just plays, without you having to pull out a phone and tap on
I
the
still
screen
do
and push
that
buttons.
because I listen to a
So
lot
think about how
of
this vision
K-pop.
plays out in the home, where ambient technology can make life so much easier. When you
So an
wake up in the
example of
morning,
ambient technology
your home
is
knows
the
what you
places
need
I have
for the
been
day.
to this
You can
year.
get your commute, find out when
Don't
the
worry,
first news
I have not
starts,
been to North
maybe play
Korea.
some music on whatever speaker or screen is nearby. And when you leave your house, your lights, thermostat, door locks, security cameras, they all just know what to do.
So
And your devices go silent and turn off
I actually been to a lot of
notifications
places this
when you
year.
wanna relax
So
without technology
I've been to New York multiple
interrupting or
times,
distracting you.
Philadelphia multiple times.
So throughout
I've been
your
to
home,
Toronto, Niagara
technology works as a
Falls.
single system instead of a bunch of devices doing their own thing.
Yeah, I prefer
Now we can
our
bring this
devices
ambient
doing
computing
other
vision
stuff.
to gaming as well.
Yes, Stadia.
With Stadia, our new generation cloud gaming platform, we're aiming to deliver the best games ever made to almost any screen in your life. So I'm excited to share an update with y'all.
What is this?
Stadia will be available on November 19th.
November 19th. Just 4 days before, I will be playing New Super Mario Brothers
wherever you
Wii
want. On your TV,
on my
laptop,
Nintendo Wii
even
because
your Pixel,
Pokemon
which will
Sword
be
and
the first
Shield,
one to support
I
Stadia when you
felt
launch.
like Game Freak failed its customers.
We're also creating a few areas to create more human interactions with technology. Like
Or
Motion
do you mean
Sense
Big Brother?
and the new Google Assistant for Pixel
Yeah.
4.
I'm
So
expecting an
instead of being
update
glued to your phone,
soon,
you can
even
use
with
quick
the
gestures and voice
even with
commands,
Galaxy
and then get back to
phones.
your day.
Like
That push for
when I
quicker,
switched to a
more
Pixel,
natural
I
interactions
had a
is leading
voice
us to new
assistant,
hardware
but
directions too.
the Google
Extending
Assistant.
the
But the thing
phone's
is,
capabilities in new
just
ways.
like 1 or 2 months after I got Pixel, my old Galaxy
This is
S6 got
clearly
Google
a time
Assistant.
machine, and you're pretending
exactly.
you're using it to test earbuds. That's a great cover story.
Right, left, up, down. Hello,
Hi.
Isabel. I know you and your team led the design for the earbuds.
We really wanted it to just be a simple, tiny little dot floating in your ear. What is a simpler form than a circle? And how insanely tiny can we make it? Because there's like 2 computers in here.
I mean, it's easy to lose it. That's why I just still wear wired headphones.
Do you remember how you felt when you first got the design brief for what these earbuds were supposed to do?
I think it's crazy.
Certainly the assembly is a really challenging part of this. All of these pieces have to go together with sub-millimeter precision. I don't think I would have imagined we'd be able to build things with this kind of processing power this small. There's a lot of sensors, processors, a little bit like building a ship in the bottle. What we've managed to do here is not just make great headphones, but really putting in all of
I
the
haven't
things that
tried
you
it
need
myself,
to
but
the ability to process
I know
voice
that
and to make a call clear even when you're riding a bicycle
so
down the sidewalk.
I will get January.
A lot of
I have not
software,
been
a lot of
to
machine learning. It's the magic that powers the product. Turns a great set of headphones
February.
into a Google
I
set of
haven't
headphones.
stayed in the area.
All right.
Alright. So that's stuff about tracking
That
and
was
stuff.
a sneak peek at the all-new Google Pixel Buds.
So yeah, there's a
So you can
Pixel
start to get an
Buds.
idea of what ambient computing feels like. With Pixel Buds, help is there when you want it, and the experience just comes to
Where
you,
is
even when your phone's not in your hand.
video?
For instance, you can get hands-free access to the assistant. So instead of turning to your phone for quick tasks, you can just say, "Hey Google," and ask the assistant for whatever you need. Resume your podcast, send a quick text, get directions, or even understand another language with Google Translate.
Google Translate is
Pixel
kind of
Buds
hit or miss when it
even
comes
have a
to
long-range
Japanese or
Bluetooth
Korean.
connection, which keeps
Probably
you connected
Korean
even when
more
your phone is by your
because
side. So you
if
can
you look
wear
at
them in
South
the
Korea's
yard when your
history,
phone
they
might be
used to
charging
use
inside,
this
or
script
leave
called
your phone
Hanja.
in a locker if you're working out in the
But
gym.
in
Indoors,
1970s,
Pixel
Park
Buds will stay
Chung-hee,
connected
which
up
who
to
was
3
dictator of
rooms
South
away.
Korea at the
And
time,
outside, they'll work
he
across
banned
the entire
Hanja
football field.
and required
Of course,
and forced everyone to use
Pixel Buds
Hangul.
won't be truly helpful unless they're also great headphones. They have to
Yeah,
have excellent sound quality. They've got to be comfortable to wear all
I'll
the
put in
time.
another image to prevent
And they need to last
copyrights.
long enough to be useful. That's a
Yeah.
lot to ask of a pair of headphones,
Let's see.
especially because they also need to be unobtrusive too. So we did some intricate origami with pixel buds to make sure everything fit.
Sorry.
Custom speakers, sensors, custom battery. That's usually what makes these wireless earbuds stick so far out of your ears.
Yeah.
But Pixel Buds gives you plenty of battery life.
I just hope
You'll have
that
5 hours
works
of
as
continuous
advertised.
listening time on a single charge, and up to 24 hours when you're using a wireless charging case.
So now they're going to try
even
to
with
be
all
like
those
Apple.
components and long battery life, you can see
This
Pixel
looks
Buds
like it
fits
might be
almost
good.
flush with the ear. They're so small and light, it's easy to forget you're wearing them.
Yeah, I need to know I'm
At the
wearing
same
them,
time,
but it's actually pretty cool.
Pixel Buds deliver excellent sound quality. Now, you typically have to choose between great sound and awareness of the world around you. But Pixel Buds gives you both with a unique hybrid design. The earbuds gently seal the ear for rich bass and clear highs, and the spatial vent underneath reduces that plugged ear feeling and lets through just the right amount of environmental sound. On the software side, Pixel Buds respond to your
something's
surroundings
happening.
with the new adaptive sound. The volume
right outside the
dynamically
venue.
adjusts as you move from the quiet of your
I don't
home
know.
to a subway
New York
or
has
a
seen it.
cafe,
New York City has
and
seen
you
an
don't have to
increase in
constantly
crime
raise or lower the
lately.
volume. When you're on a call, beam-forming mics focus on your voice, while voice accelerometers detect speech through your jawbone. So a loud restaurant or a windy day won't get in the way of your conversation.
Cool, but at the same time dystopian.
Pixel Buds will be available in the spring of next year.
Spring
and we'll
next
share
year.
more details in the coming months, including a few of the helpful experiences that make good use of the on-device machine learning chips. So as you can see, this ambient computing era is going to bring all kinds of new interfaces,
Ambient
services, and
computing. That
devices.
sounds exactly what
But
Huawei
it's also
is
introducing
doing.
new challenges. When computing's always available, designing for security and privacy becomes more important than ever. You need to know that your data is safe.
I don't
Protecting
trust
your
that,
data and
honestly.
respecting your privacy are at the core of everything we do. We've designed strong protections across our hardware family, like the Titan security chip in our phones and laptops.
I mean, if I say stuff like, for example, if I wanted to buy stuff from, like a PlayStation gift card from Japan, then people are going to, then my phone can hear it. Google's going to sell me ads. They're like, oh, you want to buy this PlayStation gift card from Japan? With that you can buy Project Soccer Awards. I appreciate it, but do you really have to go that far to track
And you
me?
can now delete assistant data just by asking. Everything is designed
Yeah,
with your privacy
you could.
in mind.
Google's now taking
Throughout today's
a huge lesson on privacy because
Now we're also going to talk today
it's very important. And also they're still duking it out with European
Developing sustainable solutions to mass production and consumption is one of the biggest challenges we face today as an industry.
yeah.
It impacts all of us, and it will for generations to come.
Yeah, especially
We
when
believe Google has both the ability
a certain
and
public
the
figure
responsibility to create
has charged is starting to charge the world's largest manufacturer of
have
electronics.
been carbon neutral since 2007.
Carbon
For the past
neutral.
2 years, we've matched all of Google's energy consumption with 100% renewable energy.
Yeah.
And we're
Renewable
continuing to
energy,
expand
yes, I do
energy
appreciate
to
it.
more people,
But
including
it should be,
suppliers and the
but,
communities where our products are made.
because
Today, we're now seeing
I'm not sure how
Google
efficient it is,
invest
but
another $100
for the time
billion
being,
in renewable energy projects in key manufacturing regions. Our investment
150 million, that's a lot of money. But they do have a lot of money.
alongside financial and manufacturing partners aims to
June's probably the
capitalize
most interesting.
$1.5 billion of capital. Now this will generate approximately the same amount of renewable energy as the electricity used to manufacture made by Google products. So when you choose to buy hardware products from Google, you're
I'm not sure if
contributing
they're
to bringing
telling the
renewable
truth or
energy
not.
to communities around the world.
I mean, this stream is probably going to get censored for multiple
Secure and
reasons.
private, and of course, helpful.
Helpful
That's
is
the Google way
right,
to
but
make hardware and services.
it probably
And we're
won't
excited to
be.
share with you how we build these principles into our products. And here's Ivy Ross, who leads our design team, who's going to talk about some of our recent work in responsible manufacturing and design.
Thanks, Rick. I'm happy to be back in New York to discuss our design philosophy at Google and tell you about a few things that we've been working on.
Oh yeah, I will be going to California next week, so there'll be no new videos for 2 weeks.
Industrial designer too, and he worked with the legendary industrial designer Raymond Loewy on automobiles and a lot of other consumer goods. When I was little, he even made me my own little roadster.
Yeah, that's pretty
I remember
cute.
spending hours in his studio as a kid, tinkering with different tools and materials. And something I learned early on is that at its core, design is about solving problems for people. Whether you're designing a building, an automobile, packaging, or even a phone, the goal is to create unique solutions to the world's challenges. And sustainability is one of the fundamental challenges of our generation. You know, when you look at how most things are made today, it just doesn't make sense. In all too many cases, devices are manufactured with dirty energy from precious minerals and materials that are rapidly depleted. And with technology that becomes obsolete in a short time and then thrown away.
Yeah, that's why the Pixel 1 just got an update to Android 10. I was surprised because they only promised just 2 years of updates, but they added another year because some philosophy change. It might be this. Let me check the live dashboard again. Stadia launches.
All of our Nest products launching in 2019 include recycled plastics. Instead of these materials ending up in the ocean or in landfill, we're giving them a new life. We've designed and engineered the fabric on our Nest Mini speaker so it's made from 100% recycled plastic bottles.
Yeah, I mean,
A single half-liter bottle produces enough textiles to cover.
I do appreciate the recycling,
and we didn't compromise on
but I heard that China has more plastic waste and pollution than the U.S.
Rigorous technical and acoustical requirements.
Yeah, a lot of engineering.
We continue to focus on products that empower people to reduce their own environmental impact as well. Our Nest team has been at the forefront of these efforts since 2011. And as of this month, Nest thermostats have helped consumers save more than 41 billion kilowatts hours of energy, enough to power all of Denver's electricity needs for 6 years.
Wow. I mean, I just need to get a Nest thermostat, but my my heating company installed a Honeywell one, which is not that great.
And as of last month, Google is offsetting 100% of the carbon generated by our shipping partners for all customer orders.
Yeah.
We have so much more to do. But by working with our suppliers, manufacturers on these initiatives, our goal is to.
But I heard the new phones are probably going to be made in China.
And our planet to benefit.
I'm just really hoping that they make it in Vietnam or non-tariff countries.
What if you didn't need to upgrade a bulky new game console every few years? With Stadia,
I appreciate it, but
only hardware you need is a controller and a screen to play your games anywhere.
But again, we have the Nintendo Switch,
to give people a great
which
designed the first cloud-based controller.
Which
you know, great design isn't just about how something looks; it's also about how it feels.
Nintendo Switch is actually much better at this.
Profound effect
because since retro gaming and restoration projects have made a resurgence on YouTube, people don't really throw game consoles in the trash anymore. They just because there's this thing called GameStop dumpster divers, so they just go into the dumpsters behind the GameStop stores and
uncomfortable if you rotate your hand around. The reason why most professional kitchens have knives like this is you can use it in many ways. So that was the starting point for the controller. We literally took a knife handle and we bent it. It's like,
this is really intelligent design.
Yeah. So from there, that one ancestor basically had hundreds and hundreds of kittens. I kept building on it patiently until it became that. And it's made for small and large hands, so it's super usable for large segment gamers that aren't always appreciated.
Jason was very, very insistent that we have a non-visible screw design.
Super important to give it that nice, clean look instead of punching a bunch of holes onto the back.
Yeah, I think they're probably going to use something like a seal, because usually when they do this, they have a seal, and they would say warranty void if removed.
Thousands of people playing hours and hours of games to test our controller against all of its limits.
Yeah, the Xbox One controller feels kind of bulky, but I usually use it for my Trails of Cold Steel gameplay. Now I also have a PS4 controller. It's pretty comfortable, but again, it was made for big hands. Pause. And I also have the Switch Pro controller, which is just as big as an Xbox One controller. So instead, I have the 8-bit though SN30 Pro.
Physically embody the speed and simplicity that people love about Chrome OS.
I have a Chromebook, but it does not have Android.
The response was great.
It did get a lot of praise. I saw someone in my Japanese class use it.
So over the past couple of years,
yeah, because Google's OS is very lightweight.
Experience to even more people at a more affordable price. I actually believe that you can be more creative when designing within constraints. So
I probably still need Microsoft Windows.
Needs, especially portability and battery life.
Yeah, they're all very important.
And light laptop that was really fast and also have it last all day. And of course, we wanted it to look and feel beautiful.
It has Type-C, no Type-A.
Pixelbook Go. The design is so distinctive with an incredibly light magnesium that lets us create a very smooth matte finish in great colors.
Yeah.
Pixelbook Go comes in just black and not pink, one of the iconic colors we introduced on Pixel 3. And we created a new rippled, wavy bottom that's easy to grip. Pixelbook Go is lighter than Pixelbook, but we still managed to add a battery that is 15% larger, making it easier to keep working all day.
This is why I love engineering. Like,
also spent a lot of time making sure the keyboard is comfortable and quiet. We took all of our learnings from the original Pixelbook and really refined the design. We ended up with keys that feel great to use and are even
I'm concerned that if they're going to be like Apple's butterfly keys, because
is always fast, secure, and all your devices stay in sync with each other.
Yeah. Now they're trying to compete with Apple.
Go is designed to address real user needs.
So you have the M3, i5, and i7. So it starts at $649. Pretty high. The price point is pretty high, but it's actually a small form factor.
We'll tell you about the work we've been doing to make life at home a little easier.
Let me check my dashboard again. Alright, Pixelbook.
Hey everyone, I'm excited to give an update on Google Nest and our mission to create the helpful home. So last month, we launched Nest Hub Max, which is a great example of the power of imaging computers. See your photos come to life with a screen that automatically adjusts to your lighting conditions. Pause your music and videos with a simple hand gesture.
Yeah, hand gestures are pretty cool.
Controls based on your proximity to the device.
So this is actually Mountain View, California.
Put people first and build technology around their
I'm visiting Mountain View, California, and
being truly helpful. So while the rest of the industry
next week.
on standalone devices, our focus is on building whole home solutions that bring together technology to provide real help for real homes. And the most important place to get this right is privacy. It's your
Yeah. Again, I don't really trust. I really don't trust it because I heard that they might even take your data and webcam and send it to the NSA, and then they're going to like call the police.
So we're announcing an update to our Works with Google Assistant program. We're working with partners to migrate their existing Works with Nest integrations that people know and love, but doing it built on a foundation of privacy and security. For example, we're requiring partners to pass a security review before they can even request access to your Nest devices.
Wow, that's strict.
Confidence in how Google and its partners.
I'm not sure if I have confidence in that.
And then you
really have no privacy these days.
Of the helpful home. For example, let's talk about home audio. It used to cost thousands of dollars in a professional installation if you wanted seamless audio throughout your home.
I know, right?
Changed all that. With the whole home audio
this is one thing I have to give Google credit for.
Affordable and sounds great.
So there's a Chromecast audio, and also the Chromecast. I have a Chromecast installed in the basement, and it's connected to a 2005 TV that does not have HDMI. But I did use a splitter to get it working.
You now have a home media control center right on your smart display. And it all works seamlessly together with Stream Transfer, where you can actually move content around your home. So for example, I can start a playlist or watch a show on my Nest Hub Max in the kitchen. And when I'm done cooking, just say, "Hey Google, move this to the living room TV." And it'll pick up right where I left off.
I think my Google assistant heard that.
Google Home Mini was a perfect starter kit for your audio system.
Yeah, my cousin in Canada got one.
Nest Mini.
Nest Mini.
It's even more capable with the same affordable price point
So,
and the
Nest
same
Mini.
design. So let's start with the design. Colors really help Mini blend naturally into your home. And you now have a new color option called Sky. And as Ivy mentioned, all of our fabric is made from 100% recycled plastic bottles.
I appreciate that
Now, we
too.
also heard from you, you want a little more flexibility of where to place Mini. So we
Yeah, me
added a
too.
wall mount. It really looks great anywhere in your home.
Yeah, I love the
original
wall
was designed
mount.
to pack in great sound in a really small form. And with Nest Mini, you get even better quality sound. 2x stronger bass and even more clear and natural sound. And for those times when your home gets loud, like it does at mine, we added a third mic to hear you better in noisy environments.
Yeah.
Nest Mini also got a really cool new superpower. There's a dedicated machine learning chip with up to 1 teraops of
Dystopian.
compute. So for the first time,
Dystopian.
core experiences of the Google Assistant can come from the data center and be moved instead to run locally on your device. Simply put, things are going to get a lot faster as it learns your family's most frequent commands. Finally, Nest Mini also powers an amazing home communication system. A home intercom, so you can talk room to room. A home alert system, telling you who's at the front door. A home
It's
phone,
actually
allowing
pretty
you to
cool,
connect
but
to the world for free
also kind of
using Google Voice.
dystopian.
I can even use my phone to call my Nest devices. It works great for those times I'm leaving work and I want to ask
Yeah.
my family what they want for dinner. So that's the new Nest Mini. Our next step in bringing seamless audio and communication to more homes around the world. Okay, now let's talk about home awareness. One of our core products is Nest Aware, which combined with our Nest Cams provides intelligent alerts and camera history.
Yeah, but what about the Chinese? They can hack everything.
And we've heard from you that our Nest Aware pricing can get a little expensive and complicated.
Yeah.
So today, we're announcing a new whole home pricing model.
Whole home pricing model, that's
For
good.
one monthly rate, you get Nest-aware support across all your Nest devices in your home. So whether you have 2 cameras or you have 10 cameras, you pay the same monthly rate. And you can choose between 2 different pricing plans, depending on your needs. We even added more video history. The new Nest-aware will be rolling out early next year, and it'll be easy to switch over your existing plan. Now, as part of the new Nest-aware subscription, we're also unlocking the power of speakers and displays to be part of your home awareness system. So devices like Nest Mini or Nest Hub can be your ears when you're on the road or on vacation. We use on-device AI, sound detection AI, to pick up critical sounds like barking dogs or smoke and carbon monoxide alarms. And we send an alert to your phone.
Yeah, reminds me of Project Alicization, where Japan tried to make an AI product and to compete against the U.S. military, and eventually U.S. military attacked the ocean turtle.
The home app can directly connect you to
It just
the
gives me
911 call center,
the
close to
chills.
you, regardless of where in the world you are. So in those critical moments, the last thing you want to do is scramble to find a local emergency dispatcher.
Yeah, given that you have a GSM network.
Home app, which actually includes a new feature called the Home Feed. It brings together all the notifications and snippets from your devices, organizes them, and highlights the important stuff. So you can quickly see priority items, or you get a general recap.
I actually have a dog, and he's more serious about security.
More affordable, with more features, and support for more devices. Okay, finally, let's talk about home connectivity. You can have the best home setup in the world, but it's nothing without great Wi-Fi coverage. That's why we launched Google Wi-Fi 3 years ago. And since launch, it has been the #1 selling mesh Wi-Fi system on the market.
Yeah, I'm using it right now as I speak.
It is the top-selling router of any kind. And it's a router that actually gets better over time with automatic updates to add parental controls, improve performance, and enable Google's latest security features. Well, today we're also updating the hardware with Nest Wi-Fi.
They're changing everything from Google
Nest
to
Wi-Fi system is
Nest.
actually 2 devices. The router plugs into your modem and creates a powerful home network. The point expands your coverage. Now, working together, they create a single strong Wi-Fi connection throughout your entire home. And our updated hardware and software delivers up to
I'm not sure about the basement because I spent time in the basement and the Wi-Fi can get pretty weak.
So now, the Nest Wi-Fi system only needs 1 router and 1 point to cover around 85% of homes in the U.S. Now, we're also solving a common problem you find with routers today. Most of them get hidden in a closet or cabinet because, truthfully, they're pretty ugly, which reduces their signal intention by 50%.
Yeah.
Nest Wi-Fi is designed to be out in the open, where it performs at its best, with the range of colors that will naturally blend into your home.
I do have Google Wi-Fi set up.
Really simple to use. With the Google Home app, you can set up your Nest Wi-Fi network in minutes, and once you're set up, it's easy to share your Wi-Fi password, manage your network, set a schedule for the kids, or create a guest network. Nest Wi-Fi also provides the foundation for your smart home connectivity. We're working with a growing list of partners to enable seamless setup in the Home app. And with support for BLE and Thread, we can talk to smart home devices locally, so you don't have to buy a separate hub. Stay tuned for even more partner announcements over the next few months. Lastly, we added a Google Assistant smart speaker to the Nest Wi-Fi point, so it does everything the Nest Mini does. Plays your music with great sound, provides answers to your questions, and lets you control smart devices with just your voice. So now you can broadcast a message to your kids that it's time for dinner. And if that doesn't work, try saying, "Hey Google, pause Wi-Fi for kids' devices." Pretty sure that'll work. So that's the new Nest Wi-Fi. Better coverage, smart home support,
but still kind of expensive. It's available November 4th.
On November 4th. With new
It's very expensive.
home solutions for audio, awareness, and connectivity, everyone now can start building their own helpful home. Thank you.
Right now in Mountain View, it's 68 and sunny. Today, it'll be sunny with a forecasted high of 72 and a low of
Hey Google, volume 10. Hey John, can you come here for a second?
So you use this room to test.
Right, so we use this type of setting to really stress the microphones. Right now I'm talking to it this way, but sometimes our devices are higher and sometimes they're lower. You know,
down here.
yeah, exactly. You know, because it's going to be in so many rooms, it's sort of a privilege to like, we gotta get this right, you know. I come from a family of immigrants and they all have accents. And it's important for me to design products that, you know, my parents can use and that it works for everyone. At Google,
I appreciate
that's their
this.
slogan of like what their passion is. And on mine, it's actually be heard. It obviously goes into like the stuff that I work on, but also, you know, speaking up when things don't feel right. What this represents is
Yeah.
Google Team's voice. So we got here because we work together.
You know what's kind of cool about
I actually know some stuff about Google that
sound in a coherent and beautiful way?
I can't talk about here.
There you go.
But
Harmony.
I
With Wi-Fi.
I can give you my Twitter account.
Hi, I'm Sabrina from the Pixel team. Now let's talk about how Google's ambient computing vision comes to life when you're on the go. Pixel 4 introduces entirely new, helpful experiences with more natural interactions. It's completely redesigned with a new look, a new color, and a beautiful new finish. And Pixel 4 includes camera features and sensors that you're not going to find on any other phone. Let's start there. 5 years ago, our advanced technologies team began its project solely to investigate radar capabilities. Radar's been around for a long time, and it's still one of the best ways to sense motion. It's precise, low power, and it's fast.
Like, you could get pulled over for that.
Possibilities. But here's what our first sensor looked like when we started working on Soli.
Wow.
Radar sensors have always been way too big to fit in a phone, so we shrunk it down into a tiny chip. But that still wasn't small enough, so we had to shrink it down even more. Pixel 4 is the first smartphone with a radar sensor. It powers the new motion sense capabilities for more human interactions with your phone. For instance, Pixel 4 has the fastest secure face unlock on a smartphone because the process starts before you've even picked up your phone. Motion Sense prepares the camera when you reach for your Pixel 4, so you don't need to tap the screen. It's so much faster and smoother. Motion Sense can power down your phone when you walk away and turn it back on when you approach your phone. It also
Very,
has control
very
of the Pixel
dystopian.
with simple gestures. Swipe to skip a song.
But it's actually pretty convenient too.
Wave hello to Pikachu. Working on a wide range of helpful new features, from gaming to
Yeah, I'll probably set that as my thumbnail.
It's a very famous saying that any advanced technology becomes indistinguishable from magic. That's one of the things we talked about with Soli. It's a magical sensor.
I did it! I touched without touching!
Radar has a lot of very interesting properties that would be very useful for human-computer interaction. You can shrink it down.
All of this is now in there.
That's right. Yeah. It can sense through materials. It's extremely sensitive for motion.
And so we built this new interaction paradigm.
Yeah, I'm not sure about interference with like radar enforcement on the highway. Or even weather radars or the airport ATC systems.
Just because I wave on top of the device doesn't mean that I want to skip a song. If I pick up coffee cup, this gesture is very similar to a swipe. And this is really important. And I can do this, and it actually works. With Soli, we can try to understand more about the implicit behavior.
I heard this might be difficult to
The phone knows
fix.
earlier what your intention is.
Exactly. Let's say the alarm goes off, really annoying. As you reach, We can lower the volume. The phone is more polite, and then you can just do a gesture to shut it off.
Yeah, it seems pretty cool. I think Apple might put it in their iPhones next year.
What we can do with radio,
And that's why the Pixel 4 has a top bezel, even though all the competition doesn't. Well, except for Apple.
as close as possible to the intuitiveness of verbal interaction.
I mean, some Vietnamese got a hand on this, already.
Since the Solely sensor can detect the environment around Pixel 4, privacy had to be built in from the start.
Don't trust that either.
Motion sense on or off at any time, and when it's on, all of the sensor's data is processed right on your Pixel.
Wow.
It's never saved or shared with other Google services.
It may be.
And motion sense isn't the only way we're making your phone interactions faster and more natural. The Google Assistant is now deeply integrated into Pixel 4's OS and across your apps. You can quickly open apps, search across your phone, share
Okay,
on your screen,
follow my
and
Twitter
more.
right now if you
The
don't.
Assistant can simplify multiple
And I also have an Instagram page.
new interface. Check this out. Just give Pixel 4 a quick squeeze. Show me Maggie Rogers on Twitter. What are her concert dates? Share this with Vivian. Reply, let's go see her. Open Ticketmaster.com. Search for Maggie Rogers events.
Not sure if this is a screen capture or pre-recorded.
Is with an on-device version of our language models that run in our data center. So they can run
Yeah, their data
locally
centers are
on
very
your
smart.
Pixel 4. This means the new assistant uses a hybrid model. It can respond to many day-to-day requests on device, like starting a timer, while connecting for requests like, is my flight on time?
Yeah, I'm going to California next week.
Choose a time limit for how long you want your activity data to be saved in your Google
Yeah, I
Assistant.
think my sister's going to be using
Tell the
that.
assistant to delete everything you said to it today or this week, and it will.
Or maybe for eternity.
And you can get more details by asking, hey Google, how do you keep my data safe? We're taking the same care to protect your on-device data too.
Not sure
With
if
Tight
this is
Nav
going to be
and other
true.
security features, last year's Pixel 3 scored the highest for built-in security for a smartphone, according to Gartner. We built Tight Nav into Pixel 4 as well to protect your most sensitive on-device data, like your passwords, your OS data, and now your face unlock model.
Not sure about emergency contacts because let's say you get
to keep it safe and secure. Now, how many
you get stranded in the mountains and you need to have SLS.
I'll be able to get organized, but recording notes to myself, interesting lectures, important events.
I just record
I end up with a bunch of untitled audio clips that I really don't know what to do with.
Yeah.
So we created a new kind of audio recorder that taps into our speech recognition and AI.
I know
Let's
it.
see it in action. We've had a Pixel 4 recording the show for the past few minutes. As you can see, with one tap, I can get recorder transcribing my words in real time as I'm saying them.
Actually pretty cool. Well, it is a it actually is a live stream. Yeah, it's 10:44.
It's pretty accurate. This means you can transcribe meetings, lectures, interviews, or anything you want to say.
I think it will be available in Japan.
And now,
Like much later because Japanese is very different when it comes to like computing.
Sound, words, phrases. Let's see all the times I've mentioned Pixel across my entire library of recordings. The
And
places where the word Pixel are said are highlighted in yellow in the playback bar, so you can dive into the exact part of the recording you're looking for.
it's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. And
I said it
you'll notice
first.
the phone is actually in airplane mode. All this recorder functionality happened on device.
Yeah. It happened in airplane mode because they just want to show off how good their phone
Let's
is.
talk about Pixel 4's OLED display. DisplayMate has awarded Pixel 4 XL their highest score, an A+
Not
rating,
sure
together with a Best
about
Smartphone
this.
Display award. In 5 key areas like color accuracy and image contrast,
Pixel 2's
DisplayMate classifies
OLED
Pixel 4 XL
was
display
terrible,
as
so they did spend a lot of time.
from perfect.
Um,
Pixel 4 is also our first smartphone with a 90 Hz refresh rate.
yeah,
We've added some smarts.
people predicted that already. OnePlus already did that, but Samsung didn't.
So, you get a great visual experience while still preserving battery life.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it changes if you watch like 60 frames videos, just like my live stream or this live stream.
You'll get the best Android experience with Android 10, and you're the first in line to get the latest OS updates and features.
Yeah, I already have Android 10 installed on my Pixel 2 XL, but the most important message is new eligible members is how much storage you have locally, because I'm tired of only having 64 or 128 gigs of storage.
Just black, clearly white, and a limited edition called Oh So Orange.
Oh So Orange. What does that remind me of?
And both available for pre-order starting today.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna pre-order it.
And we're excited that people will be able to find Pixel in even more places. We're expanding our carrier partnerships. So Pixel 4 is now available through every major US carrier.
I'll still buy it unlocked because I need to change the SIM in Vietnam.
Forget about the camera. For the past 3 years, Pixel set the standard for smartphone cameras.
Oh So Orange.
Capabilities like HDR+, Super Res Zoom.
You know what Oh So Orange reminds me of? I'm sorry.
Pixel 4, we're raising that bar yet again. And it all starts with this little
Reminds me
switch.
of this.
Basically, a miniaturized camera rig right on the back of your phone.
That seems pretty cool.
Wide and telephoto cameras, a hyperspectral sensor, a mic for your video.
I'm not sure if MKBHD or your average consumer is at that event, much less Flossie Carter.
But it's there just in case.
They're all going to have a lot of coverage of this.
Camera so much better. The special sauce that makes our Pixel camera unique is our computational photography. And who better
Very
to talk about it
dystopian,
than
but
Professor Mark
very
Levoy
cool
from
at the
Google
same
Research.
time. Mark Levoy.
Thanks, Sabrina. It's great to be here. There's a saying among photographers that what's important to taking a great picture is, in order, subject, lighting, lens, and the camera body. It's their way of saying that it doesn't matter which SLR body you use unless you get the first 3 elements right.
Yeah, I actually use the Galaxy S9 to take pictures of a bunch of trains in Japan. Now, I'm just gonna get rid of my Twitter.
It means doing less with hardwired circuitry and more with code. I like to call it a software-defined camera. It typically means capturing and combining multiple pictures to make a single, better picture. One version of this is HDR+, the technology we've used for taking photos on every Pixel phone. When you tap the shutter button, we capture a burst of up to 9 pictures.
9 pictures.
Deliberately underexposed to avoid blowing out highlights.
Yeah.
Align them using software.
I mean, I took a photography class last year, and I learned a lot. But I still need to adjust the shutter speed because I take pictures of fast-moving trains.
Noise goes down just the square root of the number of images you average together.
Yeah, that's actually some complicated maths. Now, I'm getting really rusty in math because I'm taking a gap semester and I didn't take any math courses. I had no summer packets. I just graduated from high school.
There's something else about this list. It says the lens is important.
Yeah, it's very important.
The order on the list. Some subjects are farther away than you'd like. So it does help telephoto shots to have a telephoto lens. So Pixel 4 has a roughly 2x telephoto lens plus our super res zoom technology.
Yeah, it seems pretty cool.
Hybrid of optical and digital zoom.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Telephoto lenses, so you get sharp imagery throughout the zoom range. Here's an example. You probably think this is a...
I'm going there next week.
Not. It's a zoom taken from way back.
Wow. Except I'm going to California, so I might get this for Christmas. If they change the storage pricing.
Super res zoom is real multi-frame super resolution, meaning that pinch zooming before you take the shot gives you a sharper photo than cropping afterwards.
Yeah,
so
it really is.
Like this. Compose the shot you want by pinch zooming. Also, by the way, most popular SLR lenses do magnify scenes, not shrink them. So while wide angle can be fun, we think telephoto is more important.
Yeah.
So what new computational photography features are we launching with Pixel 4? 4 of them.
First,
Live HDR.
Yeah, live HDR plus.
Everyone here is
now, I'm not sure what this
with
bridge is.
HDR Plus's signature look and its ability to capture extreme brights and darks in a way that...
Yeah, it actually works pretty well.
But even phones with good HDR solutions can't compute them in real time. So the
Not sure. I think Samsung's working on one too.
In this example, the window is blown out on the viewfinder, which might tempt you into fiddling with the exposure.
Well, I like to fiddle with the
We're
exposure.
using machine learning to approximate HDR plus in the viewfinder, so you get our signature look while you compose your shot. We call this feature Live HDR plus.
Live
The
HDR
industry's
plus.
most successful HDR solution is now real time and WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get.
What you see is what you get.
Now, if we have an intrinsically HDR camera, we should have HDR controls for it. So Pixel 4 has dual exposure controls.
Cool.
Here's an example. This is a nice HDR plus shot.
Yeah, it looks pretty cold.
Silhouette. So you tap on the screen and lower the brightness slider a bit. That really changes the capture exposure. Then you lower the shadows slider a lot.
Let me check the live dashboard.
Changes the tone mapping. And voila, you get a different artistic vision. Try doing that with any other cell phone. So, separate sliders for brightness and shadows while you compose your shot.
That is actually pretty cool.
Way of thinking about controlling exposure.
But the pricing is a big factor.
White balancing in photography is a hard problem. Mathematicians call it an ill-posed problem. Is this snow blue the way this SLR originally captured it? Or is it white snow illuminated by a blue sky?
Yeah, I'm not sure if this was taken in Montana, because Montana just had 3 feet of snow last month. Unbelievable. But
in Pixel 4, we're using it in all photo modes.
Yeah.
So you get truer colors, especially in tricky lighting. Here's a tough case, an ice cave. It's blue light.
Yeah, I'm not sure where this is. Is this in Iceland or Alaska?
With Pixel 4's white balancing.
Yeah.
Third, we've continued to improve portrait mode. With our dual pixel or split pixel technology, we've always been good at portraits and at macro shots. This year, we're computing depth, again using machine learning, for both dual pixels and dual cameras, which gives us accurate depth farther from the camera. This extends portrait mode to large objects and stand further back portraits. We also have a luscious new SLR-like bokeh. That's the shape of the blur. Look at the lights on either side of her head.
Yeah.
We're doing better on hair and dog fur, which are hard. And of course, we still do great selfie portraits. Fourth and last, we have continued to improve night sight.
Yeah.
in many ways, and extended it to a use case that has always been sort of a holy grail for me. You could have taken this dusk shot using Pixel 3 last year. Using Pixel 4, you can take this nighttime picture from the same viewpoint.
Wow. Yeah, I have been taking notes. This is
Night
amazing.
sight has been called everything from fake to sorcery. Well, it's neither.
I really hope it isn't, because Huawei does have allegations that the night sight is fake.
And more of them, up to 16 seconds times 15 exposures. That's 4 minutes, but it's a single shutter press and it's fully automatic. By the way, you can't do this with a single long exposure. In 4 minutes, the stars do move and trees wave in the wind. So you need robust alignment and merging of multiple pictures. And for a 4-minute exposure, we do recommend a tripod, or you can prop your phone on a rock. Is there machine learning? Yes. Machine learning?
Of course.
Yes. We use it for white balancing, as I mentioned. We also use semantic segmentation in all our photo modes, and have for years, to brighten faces in HDR+, a feature we call synthetic fill flash, to separate foregrounds from backgrounds in portrait shots, and to darken and denoise skies in night sight.
Yeah.
Is there computational photography? There's lots of that.
Yeah.
Digital sensors are prone to hot pixels that are stuck at red, green, or blue. The longer the exposure, the more hot pixels.
It's very hard to get, like,
so we need some clever algorithms to remove those hot
like
pixels.
autochrome images to digital photos, but a Russian photographer was able to make red, green, and blue photos, or 3 black and white photos with red, green, and blue filters, and then he was able to make it in color.
Using Pixel 4. Well, we can capture the moon, which, by the way, required some fiddling with those dual exposure controls I told you about, and we can capture a moonlit landscape. This is not daytime, it's the middle of the night, and the landscape is illuminated only by the moon. See the stars?
This is actually pretty cool.
But what we can't do, including on Pixel 4 today, is capture both at once in the same picture. The problem here is that the moon is blown out and the marine headlands at the bottom are just a silhouette. The dynamic range, the difference in brightness between a full moon and a moonlit landscape is 19 x-stops.
Wow.
It's 19 doublings, about 500,000 times brighter, way beyond the range of any consumer camera, even an SLR. So, is this scene forever impossible with a cell phone?
Probably
Remember what I said at the beginning about software-defined camera? Pixel is committed to making its cameras better with software updates. So stay tuned on this one. To sum up, 4 new computational photography features. Live HDR+ with dual exposure controls, learning-based white balancing, wider range portrait mode with an SLR bokeh, and night sight with astrophotography. Oh, and remember, you can use night sight for many things besides stars.
Yeah,
Many
pretty cool.
things. So go out there and be creative with Pixel 4. Now, it's my honor to introduce one of my favorite artists, who has spent her career creating some of the most memorable photographs of the last 50 years.
Yeah.
12 months ago, we gave her a Pixel, and she's taken it all over the country to build a new collection of portraits. She also gives us suggestions and candid feedback, which we've taken to heart in the tuning of the Pixel 4 camera. So please welcome my friend Annie Leibovitz, along with our own Lily Lynn.
Oh, I heard about her in photography class. I'm not sure if she's going to be mentioned in next year's photography class. I mean, they were actually very important
Thank
photographers.
you, Mark. Hi, Annie.
Thank
Thanks
you,
for
Mark.
joining
Thank
us
you,
today.
Mark. Thank you, Mark. This is an extraordinary opportunity that Google gave me, and
Yeah, she did deserve that attention because
what it could do, what its
she
potential
took 2 of
was.
the most influential
Google
photos.
came to me and said, we'd like to support you with some sort of artistic endeavor. And we thought of this project, and I mean, it's obviously what's interesting about a camera phone. I mean, it's you can carry it in your pocket, for example. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, it's great. I know that you've been using the camera for over a year now to shoot a collection of photographs, some of which we're seeing the behind the scenes here. Can you tell us more about the project?
Well, we started really with the Pixel 3, and I was very suspicious and very careful with it, and it really became an exercise in light and composition and content, and then when the Pixel 4 came along, I was kind of very impressed about how I relaxed with it and just glided with it and used it and really just enjoyed taking pictures. I'm really towards the end of, I mean, we're going to be doing more work, but towards the end of the work that we were doing, I felt like
Okay, so there's 2 really important images that I have to show you.
But the project, the people, I mean,
hold on. John Lennon was actually
I just, it's incredible. I mean, the people made the project. I mean, we really turned to people who care and people who matter and people who are doing things that give us hope and across the board, and every single person that we photographed.
So this is actually a photograph of her taking a picture of John Lennon and his Japanese wife before he got murdered.
Getting on with it,
But I heard that I went to New York last month and I went to a tour, and I've heard from the tour guide that she still lives in that very apartment.
They sort of totally seduced me by saying, "Would you like to drive across the country?" And then and that turned into, of course, going back to people. So.
And there's also this image here, Demi Moore. Very controversial because she was pregnant, and at the time people had never seen like photos like that in the front covers of magazines. So yeah.
From the Citadel, there's a photograph of her, almost on graduation day in her uniform, but next to her is a photograph of the boots she wore for 4 years, every single day. So.
Well, so I have to ask, I'm so curious, because you have access to the world's best camera equipment. So how is it different with this project, just having what you have in your pocket now? What was that experience like?
I've been using, like everyone else, camera phones for a while, and the whole idea was, can you use it to go out and do work as a photographer? And I was dying for this opportunity, to be given this opportunity by Google to sort of develop, the camera phone for a photographer and how to use it. And as I said before, it was a little bit of a rough start, and then I just relaxed, and I really totally enjoyed myself. One of the last shoots with Meg, the soccer player, it really felt like we were just floating. I mean, she was really a beautiful, anyway, she's just a beautiful muse, and I took these photographs that I wasn't really thinking about the camera or thinking, just really composing, and the light was beautiful. And she had that red shock of hair. And, it was great.
That's great. Well, so before we go, since I have you, I have to ask, what pro tips do you have for all of us here who want to take beautiful images like this with the phone in your pocket?
Oh, it's all inside you. I mean, you just go out and you do it. It's all there. I think what's great about you know, the camera phone. I mean, my children use this camera, and I mean, we all are using this camera, and it's a brand new language. And you know, if you want to do something more specific, then you know, then you may fall into another category. You're a photographer, but it's just really great that this is available for everyone to use.
Yeah, the democratization of photography is what I've heard you call it. So
I think it's great.
thank you so much, and thank you. I wish we had more time, but I know you, as well as Nor, Chase, Idris, are going to be sticking around. So thank you for that. Thanks for joining us on stage. And guys, Annie, leave this.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Annie. It's an amazing project. We're all huge fans. That was awesome. Well, as you've seen today, our vision for ambient computing is to create a single, consistent...
Now the most important part of the Pixel Force coming up.
And on the go. It's available anywhere you want it, whenever you need it. With the introduction of our new Pixel phone, Pixel Buds, Pixelbook Go, Nest Mini, Nest Wi-Fi, we're taking a big step towards this vision, with much more to come. And we couldn't get to all the product experiences today, so if you're here with us in New York, there'll be a lot more product details to see upstairs in person. And for those on the live stream, please go to the Google Store online to see a lot more. Thanks so much for joining us today, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you.
Actually, I'll call it for now because advertising they use to
Turn it up.
because the music that they use in advertising is actually copyrighted, so it was nice seeing you. So I might trim this part out.